तो आज हम लोग बात करेंगे पायल ठाकुर से, जो कि वर्क करती हैं पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग के अराउंड, और ऑर्गेनिक ग्रोथ कैसे की जाए ब्रांड्स की, उसके लिए भी हेल्प करती हैं। तो ब्रांड्स किस तरीके से ग्रो कर सकें, उसके लिए कैसे स्ट्रेटजीज बनाई जाएं, उसके लिए वर्क करती हैं। तो इन सभी वर्क के लिए वो फाउंडर्स और कोचेस के साथ मिलके वर्क करती हैं और उनकी हेल्प करती हैं। सो हम लोग इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे इंसाइट्स जानने की कोशिश करेंगे, कैसे वो खुद के लिए और जो ब्रांड्स के साथ वो वर्क करती हैं किस तरीके से हेल्प करती हैं, उसके लिए हम लोग जानने की कोशिश करेंगे। सो आप भी अगर कनेक्ट होना चाहते हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में हम पायल का लिंक्डइन अकाउंट की डिटेल्स ऐड कर देंगे। आप लोग कोई भी वर्क है तो आप उनसे कनेक्ट भी हो सकते हैं। सो ओवर टू यू। पहले आप पायल अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा ओवरव्यू बता दीजिए कि आप किस तरीके से वर्क करती हैं, क्या आपका एक्सपीरियंस वगैरह है, फिर हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं।
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Payal Thakur. Professionally, I'm a research scholar and a personal branding strategist. I have been into freelancing for more than 3 years now. Like, I started back in April 2021 when COVID hits and everyone sits at home. So, yeah, that's how I started. And I started my journey not as a personal branding strategist, instead as a content writer because that's what I started liking. Like, it's my journey revolves all around like writing, creativity, and yeah, so on. So that's how I started, and slowly I get into this field, and now I like this more because here the creativity and strategies gives a like plays a bigger role than any other field. So yeah.
Okay, okay, that's nice. How was your education? Means initial education. How was yours? Means what you have done, or means how you grew up, basically.
Okay, so yeah, I recently completed my post graduation in the field of chemistry and a research scholar in the field of material science. So basically, my work is entirely different from what I'm doing right now. Instead, I'm doing both of these things parallelly because as much as I love science, similarly, I love business as well. So trying to build both. Let's see how it goes in the future as well.
ओके ओके फाइन। ओके सो आई थिंक बहुत से लोग पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग के बारे में नहीं जानते होंगे। आई थिंक नॉर्मल ब्रांडिंग या सोशल मीडिया पे जो पोस्ट वगैरह करते हैं, जो कंपनीज वगैरह भी करती हैं, या कुछ बहुत लोग जो लिंक्डइन पे वर्क करते हैं, आई थिंक बहुत सारे लोगों को पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग के बारे में नहीं पता होता। सो थोड़ा सा ओवरव्यू दीजिए कि क्या एक्चुअली में पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग होती है, किस तरीके से लोग आपके साथ वर्क कर सकते हैं, या किस तरीके से आप हेल्प करती हैं।
Okay. So, in the simpler terms, we can understand personal branding as a making a person a brand in itself. That if you are selling something, people should not know you through your products. They should know you by your by yourself. The best example for personal branding in today's, at least in India, is niche hair. Like we all know niche hair, but what we know more from niche hair is Parul Gulati. The moment everyone say that niche hair, the first person who came into our picture is Parul Gulati. She's the founder of niche hair, and the only reason for niche hair to grow like a 100 crore in like just 3.5 years is because she built her personal brand. She interacted. She put her product at the later stage and herself on the first stage. And that's how people connected with her. That's how she sold her product. She sold actually the emotions. And that's what exactly personal branding do. It puts products on the second place and emotions on the first place. And that's the best way to sell your products.
Hmm. Okay, so can you tell us, Miss, why it's really important to build means a brand in today's world, means personal brand? Because I can see, मुझे लगता है एक एग्जांपल जेप्टो का, आई थिंक जेप्टो या ब्लिंकिट, आई थिंक टेक वी कैन टेक एग्जांपल। मींस वो सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत ही, ब्लिंकिट तो बहुत ही ज्यादा एग्रेसिवली, एंड उनके जो कोट्स होते हैं, जो टीटी कोट्स होते हैं, वो बहुत ही फेमस होते हैं। एंड आई ऑल्सो थिंक दैट कोई भी इश्यू अगर कोई लिंक्डइन पे पोस्ट करता है तो लिंक्डइन का कमेंट में रिप्लाई ऑलमोस्ट सबके पे होता है। सो दैट इज आल्सो मींस हेल्पिंग इन इम्प्रूविंग द ब्रांड।
Yeah, of course. As much as you will connect with people, people will connect with you. That's how things work. So if you are connecting with your audience, they also feel good that okay, these people, even they are busy, they are connecting with you. and it makes them feel good. And when you feel good, you often go to that place and you buy things from them. So that's the strategy, or that's the mentality. It's all about understanding the psychology of people. What is giving pleasure to people can actually make them buy.
Yeah, correct, correct. Okay, so अगर किसी मींस लेट से कोई बहुत ही छोटा स्टार्टअप है या किसी ने बस वर्क स्टार्ट ही किया है पर्सनल लेवल पे, तो अगर उसे मतलब स्क्रैच से अगर अपना ब्रांड बिल्डअप करना है तो उसको मतलब क्या क्या कैसे स्टार्ट करना चाहिए?
Okay. So if you are like starting from scratch, all you need is to understand who your target audience are, because that's what important. Whom exactly you are targeting and what's your services. So based on that, you would decide which platform you are going to pick up. Like for example, if you consider a B2B business, so for B2B businesses, mostly LinkedIn is the best platform to go ahead with, because their target audience, like other businesses, they hang out more on LinkedIn. But if I talk about any beauty care products or any business that deals in that particular sector, you see that mostly such people target the adults, and adults hang out more on Instagram, especially for purchasing beauty cares or like skincare, it may be, or it can be clothing. So these brands need to understand where exactly their target audience hang out, because if they hang out on Instagram and you are building your personal brand on LinkedIn, it won't make sense. So these are like very basic things, but these things plays a very bigger role in this particular sector.
ओके, सो मतलब जो लेट्स से मींस जो कैटेगरी आपकी वर्क से रिलेटेड है उसके लिए भी सोशल मीडिया इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि कौन सी कैटेगरी आपकी है, आप उस जगह पे जाएं। लेट्स से मतलब अगर मैं कहता हूँ ब्यूटी केयर पे अगर हमारा कैटेगरी है तो हम लिंक्डइन पे आई थिंक नहीं जाके मतलब अपने ब्रांड बना सकते या पोस्ट कर सकते, ये करेक्ट है?
Yeah, you can do it, but initially, for you can't put your feet all at the same time at all places. You have to start from somewhere, at least one place. Don't like try to put everything at the same time. It's the wrong way. So for that, you need to first understand where exactly to go, where what's the right direction. Of course, you need to have personal brand on almost all the social media, but initially when you're starting out, you have to find the right social media where you can exactly build and you can get something out of it.
ओके, ओके। सो एज अ कंटेंट राइटिंग आई थिंक कंटेंट बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करता है। आई थिंक एसईओ में तो ऑब्वियसली करता ही है, बट तो इसी से रिलेटेड ये है कि स्टोरी टेलिंग क्या मतलब हमारे पर्सनल ब्रांड के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, किस तरीके से वो हेल्प करता है हमारे ब्रांड को डेवलप करने में टाइम टू
Okay. So storytelling plays a huge role in building your brand. The good you are at it, the better you response you will get. For example, if you take Rebel Kid, she's one of the popular creator we all know,
टाइम।
and we all know that being a content creator isn't an easy thing. It's a very tough and a very challenging situation, because every single day we found thousands of creators online, but still from like 5 years, it's been 5 years she being online, but she still is everyone's favorite. Like all the Gen Z people are still liking her a lot. The only reason she's staying so much online and she is the favorite among all is her storytelling, because the way she put things make people love it. The people find it more relatable. The more relatable your stories will be, the more people will love to engage with it. If you can relate to something, you often spend time hearing that thing, us reading that thing. So that's the major role storytelling plays. Because if your content looks like way more polished and way more out of the league, people are not ready to spend time on such content which are look more polished. So yeah, that's why relatable and storytelling content plays a huge role.
ओके, कोई ऐसे पर्सनल ब्रांड किसी को डेवलप करना है तो उसके लिए कोई प्लेटफॉर्म्स आप बता सकते हैं हमारे यूजर्स को कि कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे वो इनिशियली स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं?
Okay, initially it depends on what exactly you are doing, but yeah, currently LinkedIn is a very good place to grow because it has a very good community right now. People are really supportive there. So it's a best way to go ahead and build your personal brand on LinkedIn right now because it's 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 actually in the place where it's growing very exponentially. So if you are ready to start tomorrow, maybe by the next, like maybe in the next 1 year, you will be way ahead of people who started like 3 years back. So it's the right time to start on LinkedIn.
ओके। कोई ऐसे टूल्स भी आप बता सकते हैं जो कि किसी को पर्सनल ब्रांड डेवलप करना है, कोई इस पे वर्क कर रहा है, तो कौन से टूल्स का यूज कर सकता है? जैसे कि मुझे आई थिंक लगता है कि जो लिंक्डइन का प्रीमियम आई थिंक लेके आई थिंक वहां से मैंने एग्जैक्टली मतलब प्रीमियम यूज नहीं किया है, बट जो मुझे रिकमेंडेशंस आते हैं, जो मैं देखता हूँ, आई थिंक प्रीमियम से बहुत सारी लीड्स लोग पाते हैं। यही एक प्लेटफॉर्म है या और भी कोई प्लेटफॉर्म आप यूज करती हैं या लोगों को बता सकते हैं?
Okay, so basically, in terms of free tools, first I can suggest is for normal writing purpose, you can use Doc and like that's it. Doc is the best one I would suggest. For creative writing, I would suggest you go to Taplio. It's the best platform to search what exactly is working on LinkedIn, and to Notion to manage everything, whatever you need on LinkedIn. In terms of paid tools, if you are looking for lead generation particularly, I would suggest instead of premium, go to Sales Navigator because it's way better when you are particularly focusing on generating more leads. And also, there are a little more tools, Hejan, which particularly the lead generation expert use to scrap out the best leads they can possibly get on the internet. So yeah, these are the only tools that you basically, at least in the initial phase, you require to start the LinkedIn.
ओके ओके, दैट्स वेरी गुड। मींस मुझे भी ये टूल्स के बारे में नहीं पता था। सो अगर पर्सनल ब्रांड को जैसे डेवलप कर रहा है और उस
Yeah.
पर वर्क कर रहा है, तो हम इनिशियली जैसे हमारे पास कोई भी फॉलोअर्स नहीं होते हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा हम लोग कुछ लोगों को अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में बोल देंगे कि आप मुझे फॉलो कर लो, क्योंकि हमारा न्यू बिल्कुल सोशल अकाउंट होता है। तो कैसे हम अपनी टारगेट ऑडियंस को ढूंढें या किस तरीके से हम उसको इंक्रीज करें फ्रॉम स्क्रैच?
Okay. Initially, when you're starting out, no one has followers. Even I don't have. So yeah, firstly, you need to learn who are your target audience, like exactly whom you want to help or whom you want to connect with. So that's the most important thing you have to figure out. Once you figure out, half of the work is done. Now the half work is how to connect with them. So understand what are their pain points, what are they facing, what are their problems. Because of course, then again the relatability things comes. When they will see someone is posting about their pain points, someone is giving them particularly free resources or something that can help in their problems, that can be a solution to their problems, they will automatically love to engage with their post. And that's how you build a content or a content strategy that we call.
ओके। एक आई थिंक जैसे लिंक्डइन पे मान लीजिए किसी को, मैं मान लीजिए कि एक रेस्टोरेंट ओपन करना चाह रहा हूँ, राइट? सो
Okay.
मैं लिंक्डइन पे जाता हूँ, मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरे नीश से रिलेटेड लोग हमसे कनेक्ट हों। मैं लिंक्डइन पे जाता हूँ, वहां मैं सर्च करता हूँ, मान लीजिए रेस्टोरेंट सर्च करता हूँ, तो उससे रिलेटेड मैं फिल्टर लगाता हूँ कि पीपल का फिल्टर लगाता हूँ कि जो रेस्टोरेंट से रिलेटेड जो लोग हैं वो लोग शो कर दे। तो लिंक्डइन इस तरीके से फिल्टर करके दिखा देता है। अब मैं उनसे सबसे कनेक्ट हो जाऊं एक एक करके, राइट? मान लीजिए मैंने 50 को रिक्वेस्ट भेजी, लेट से 50% 25 लोगों ने रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट कर ली। वो जो हमारी 25% मेरी ही नीड से रिलेटेड कनेक्ट हुए हैं, वो क्या हमें मतलब जब कोई पोस्ट हम आप करेंगे तो उन 25 के पास तो जाएगा ही। बाकी क्या ये चीज मतलब हेल्प करती है एक तरीके से कि हमारे जितने ज्यादा कनेक्शंस नीड से रिलेटेड बढ़ेंगे, फिर हम अगर पोस्ट करते हैं तो ये क्या चीज हेल्प करती है?
Okay, so let me break it down for you. It's a very big question. So first of all, yes, number of connections matters, but it's not the entire thing that matters. Because look, if you connect with 25 people and they accepted your request, but they are not ready to engage with your post, it's not about, it's maybe because they are not active, it can be because they don't want to engage with you because you just initially started. So you have to engage, you have to connect. Your first daily connections are super important because They are only going to decide whether your content is going to perform or not. Suppose if I have like 300 connections, and if 100 of them are ready to engage with my post, maybe my like of course my post will show to the second degree. But suppose I have 1,000 first degree connections, but only 10 or 20 people are ready to engage with that post, that post will never show to the second degree or the third degree connection. So if so, choose your connections very wisely. Choose the people who are ready to engage with your content. Because if even if they are just 10 in numbers, right? But if all of the 10 are ready to engage with your post, LinkedIn automatically will show it to the second degree, which are indirectly connected with you. And if they will like, then it will show to the third degree connection. So numbers do matters, but it's not the entire thing that matters, because just because you want to increase the first degree connection, don't just ruin your LinkedIn profile, because it can completely ruin your LinkedIn profile if you are just randomly adding people, randomly connecting with people, because it's what it's going to do after a after some time. LinkedIn will understand that okay, even it's her own first degree connection are not interested in engaging with her content, the problem is with her content, so it will stop pushing your content. And that's way, even no matter how good your content is, it won't show to much people.
So retention and engagement rate means percentage that matters a lot.
Yeah, true.
ओके ओके सो सोशल मीडिया मतलब नॉर्मली वैसे ही मतलब पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग में तो बहुत हेल्प करता है तो और मतलब किस तरीके से सोशल मीडिया का हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं अगर कोई ब्रांड बिल्ड कर रहा है
Okay. So basically, social media is a medium to reach your target audience, right? So it's not, once you build your own personal brand, you can target people. Like it can be a potential way to uh, turn your connection into your customers. That's how personal brand works. It's not it's not a direct way to push your people to buy from you. It's an indirect way of selling, and that's how it plays an important role. Because now what you can do is, now you have your own personal brand. Suppose you run some business, now you have your personal brand, so people trust you, people connect with you. Now if you have even slowly pitched them regarding your services or regarding your products, they would love to trust, or they would love to buy, because they already trust in you. Because trust is the only thing that makes people buy. Trust is the main trigger, and emotions make them people trust. So yeah, it's these are the two important things which make people buy things from you.
ओके सो ऑनलाइन जब भी ब्रांड्स हम लोग बिल्ड करते हैं तो क्या मतलब लोगों की जैसे आप काफी सारे लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करती होंगी वर्क करती हैं तो क्या कॉमन मिस्टेक्स होती हैं लोगों से इनिशियली लोग क्या गलतियां करते हैं जब वो लोग डेवलप कर रहे होते हैं अपने ब्रांड को कुछ एक दो चीजें आप बताइए
Okay, one major mistake that everyone makes is quitting too early. Trust me, personal branding is not a short game. It's a very long-term game. It takes time to build trust. Even we Indians don't purchase things. We just check. Even if I want to purchase a dress, right? I will go to 10 different websites, check it out, and where I will get the best price, I will purchase from them. So how can you expect you just post it for 3 days and people will come to you and buy from you? This is not something we can expect. We need to give some time to the platform, to the people, to let them understand that okay, you are a credible person and they can buy from you, they can trust you. So this is the biggest mistake that people make. They just start, post one day, post second day, and they will realize that okay, this is not working and I should quit. And this is the biggest mistake people are making. Even on LinkedIn, there are thousands, millions of people, but even 1% of people are active. It's because people give up too easily. So that's the major mistake. I would suggest, if anyone is starting today, at least wait for the initial 90 days to see a miserable results.
Okay, so if let's say if any person is very introvert, तो क्या वो मिस पोस्ट तो वो लिख सकता है, बट अगर कोई पर्सन इंट्रोवर्ट है तो वो कैमरा के सामने नहीं आ सकता। तो पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग में आई थिंक थोड़े बहुत तो वीडियोस या अपने आपको शो करना तो जरूरी होता है, क्योंकि तभी लोग आपको जान पाएंगे और वो समझ पाएंगे कि एक्चुअली में आपके ब्रांड से रिलेटेड आपका, जैसे एक एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं जोमेटो का। तो आई थिंक जोमेटो का एक नाम से तो जानते ही हैं सभी लोग ऑलमोस्ट, बट उनके जो फाउंडर है वो दीपेंद्र, उनको भी आई थिंक लोग फेस से जानते हैं कि जोमेटो है तो हाँ दीपेंद्र का है। इसी तरीके से बोट अगर हम एग्जांपल लें तो शार्क टैंक के आने की वजह से अमन गुप्ता को भी सब लोग बाय फेस जानते हैं। तो आई थिंक वो लोग भी इस चीज को अपनाते होंगे कि हम अपना पर्सनल ब्रांड बिल्ड कर रहे हैं अपने फेस से रिलेटेड, जिससे कि कस्टमर हमको जान पाए एक्चुअली में। सो ये क्वेश्चन है कि अगर कोई इंट्रोवर्ट पर्सन है तो उसके लिए क्या मतलब स्ट्रेटेजी हो सकती है, क्या वो लोग अपने ब्रांड्स के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं?
Okay. Um, Let me tell you first thing. It's personal branding is never about being introvert or being extrovert. Basically, who are introverts? The people who just love to hang out with the people who are close to them or who are their family members or friends. Once you start building your personal brand, you will start slowly connecting to people. I'm not saying just go in the first post itself, go and tell people your entire story. No one do it. Build it slowly. But once you start building a connection with them, you will start feeling safer with them. And that's what, once introverts feel safe, they are ready to rock. So it's never been a case like, since you are an introvert, you can't build a personal brand online, or is it a problem like that? No, you just have to take small steps and ensure that you are feeling comfortable with the platform. So that's the major things that you need to take care of.
ओके। कोलेबरेशंस एंड पार्टनरशिप्स, जैसे कोई भी ब्रांड डेवलप करता है तो उससे पार्टनरशिप कोलेबरेशंस तो बहुत ही नीडेड होती है, क्योंकि वो हमारे ग्रोथ को एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे ले जाती हैं। सो स्टार्टिंग में आई थिंक कोई भी कोलेबरेट करने को तो रेडी नहीं होता है किसी के लिए। थोड़ा सा आप डेवलप करेंगे अपने आप को, थोड़ा कनेक्शंस बढ़ाएंगे, तब शायद कोई एक लोग दो लोग आपसे कनेक्ट हो। तो क्या स्टेप्स ले सकते हैं लोग, किस तरीके से वो आगे इस चीज को ले जा सकते हैं बड़े ब्रांड्स के साथ, या कोई भी इस छोटे ब्रांड से भी अगर वो कोलैबोरेट करना चाहते हैं तो किस तरीके से वो लोग इस चीज को आगे ले जा सकते हैं?
Okay, so initially, when you are just starting out, of course, collaboration is a little tough, but you have to find the gap. Like, suppose if I'm a service provider and I'm a coach, suppose I'm a soft skill coaches are there on LinkedIn all over. So if they are a soft skill coach, they have to find a person whom they can collaborate. So they have to look for a right fit. Like suppose if there is a person who the end job are the same, you have to find this thing. So there are many resume coaches who helps people to land a right fit job or their dream jobs. That's what they say. So a resume coach can collaborate with a soft skill coach because both are the necessary things to land a job. So you have to find the gap. You have to find a constant gap that you can bridge so that they guys can collaborate. And of course, initially collaboration is tough. So for this thing particularly, what you can do is start building a slow conversation. Start engaging with their post. Suppose if you want to if you want to collaborate with X person, go engage with their post, appreciate them what they are doing, and from those comments, then after some time send them a connection request with a personalized message, and then there are very high chances that they will accept your connection request and they will talk to you. And this way you can build a slow path to get connected with them and also to get the collaboration right. So yeah, this is the right strategy to go ahead with any collaboration. If you want to do, if you really want to go ahead with making a collaboration, this is the perfect way I would suggest, because slowly building a connection actually builds trust very like in a very good manner. Because if you initially just reach out to them regarding the collaboration, it won't make sense. You have to build a good connection first and later on the things.
Yeah, that पायल ने आई थिंक बिल्कुल सही बताया कि क्योंकि ये चीज मैटर करती है। मैं भी बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होते हैं जिनसे आई थिंक मुझे बात भी करनी होती है, किसी से पर्सनल रिलेटेड कोई अगर इश्यूज आ जाते हैं तो आई थिंक कमेंट में उनसे बात करते रहो रेगुलरली। आप एक बार कमेंट करोगे, दो बार करोगे, तीन बार करोगे, वो एक आपको नजर में आ जाएगा कि वो बंदा मेरे पोस्ट पे बार बार रीच आउट कर रहा है। इसके बाद अगर आप उनके पास अगर डीएम करते हैं तो आई थिंक ज्यादा चांसेस है कि वो आपको रिस्पॉन्ड करें। अगर आप डायरेक्टली उनसे कनेक्ट करोगे, रिक्वेस्ट भेजोगे, पहली बात तो आप रिक्वेस्ट अगर कोई ज्यादा ही मतलब वर्किंग लोड पे है तो वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं होगी। इन केस हो भी जाती है तो वो रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करेगा, राइट। तो ये एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका है। सो फीडबैक्स एंड रिव्यूज मतलब क्या मैटर करते हैं, क्योंकि मैं प्रोडक्ट्स वगैरह के लिए या एप्स वगैरह वेबसाइट्स वगैरह के लिए वर्क करता हूँ, तो रिव्यूज एंड प्रोडक्ट तो सबसे ज्यादा मैटर करते हैं। अगर ई कॉमर्स की हम लोग बात करें तो उसमें सबसे ज्यादा मैटर करते हैं। इसमें भी क्या रिव्यूज और फीडबैक्स मैटर करते हैं क्लाइंट्स के, जब आप बिल्ड कर रहे होते हैं अपने ब्रांड को?
Yeah, of course. Feedbacks are always as important as other things because feedbacks are the only ways to understand what exactly to do later, what exactly not to do later, what are the mistakes you are making, and what best you can get out of this. Because feedbacks are the only way to understand that exactly where you are lacking. And of course, you can't give yourself a feedback, so you need people who can give you a right feedback. Trust me, the best person or the best friends you will get in life are the ones who literally tells your weaknesses every time, who just try to correct you every single time, who just push you way more. Maybe of course the words can be negative, the direction will be definitely positive. So yeah, just keep those friends close because they are the best. Even I have people who criticize me, of course, positively, but they do criticize me if I'm not consistently active on LinkedIn sometimes. I just
हम्म।
get many DMs asking why you are not active. Don't you want to build this? I just get a lot of criticism from my friends itself, and that push me to be more active. They just give me those challenges, and those challenges help me to grow. So yeah, that feedbacks do matters a lot.
हाँ, सो गाइस, अगर कोई मैं भी एक पॉइंट ऐड करूंगा कि अगर कोई निगेटिव फीडबैक देता है पॉजिटिव तो पे तो आई थिंक सब लोग खुश हो जाते हैं। बट अगर कोई निगेटिव फीडबैक मिलता है तो आप डीमोटिवेट बिल्कुल भी ना हो, क्योंकि आप जो पॉइंट पे अगर वो निगेटिव बोल रहा है, आप समझ लीजिए कि आपके अंदर वो प्रॉब्लम है और आप उससे ज्यादा मेहनत करके आप पुशअप करिए अपने आप को। आपको एक बढ़िया फीडबैक वहां मिल रहा है, क्योंकि पॉजिटिव फीडबैक से तो आपको खुद आपने बिल्ड की उस चीज को। बट निगेटिव फीडबैक से एक्चुअली आपको पता चलता है कि आप दिक्कत कहाँ कर रहे हैं और वो आपको फ्री एडवाइस मिल रही है एकदम।
Yeah, that's so true.
अगर कोई मोनेटाइजेशन से रिलेटेड भी आप शायद वर्क करती हैं, मतलब ब्रांड्स को कैसे मोनेटाइज करना चाहिए, तो इस पे मतलब थोड़ा सा बताइए किस तरीके से ब्रांड्स को मोनेटाइज किया जा सके। अगर कोई फर्स्ट स्टेप से सेकंड पे अगर मूव कर गया है, फिर वो किस तरीके से अपने रेवेन्यू को स्टार्ट करे आना।
Okay. So if someone is a student, even let's consider the student a basic person, right? Yeah, if they start building their personal brand, if they are into like third year or fourth year, let's consider an engineering student. Okay. So how he or she can monetize it? He can help people with with the engineering notes or with some particular topics that people face problems because they already understand that where exactly people face problems because they already have gone through it. So
ओके।
they can generate some PDFs or some webinars, some master classes on that particular topic, and they can put it for free to get reviews of people, feedbacks, to understand exactly whether it's working or not. And once they understand that everything is working, they can put it with some minimal fees, and that's the right way to put it forward. Initially you can put it for some minimal fees, and later you can increase it accordingly according to your expertise. So yeah,
ओके।
that's the way you can grow. Other than webinars, you can launch your own course. If you are an engineering student, these are the particular problems that the student face, and by your own experience you have learned that okay, these are the resources that people can use. You can make the lecture videos, you can take help of others, you can build your own course and sell that course, because now you have your personal brand, people trust in you. So now you can sell those courses through your personal brand, and people would love to purchase from you. So these are a few ways how you can actually monetize your personal brand. Even
Okay.
also one more thing is you can give consultation calls to people.
हम्म ये कंसल्टेशन कॉल से चीज याद आई। मैं मेरा शायद प्रीवियस अगर आपने पॉडकास्ट देखा है तो मैंने उसमें प्रवीण से मैंने बात की थी इसी से रिलेटेड। वो फ्री कंसल्टेशन मतलब देते हैं इसी से रिलेटेड, तो मैंने इस पे बात की थी कि तो उन्होंने बताया भी ये चीज कि फ्री कंसल्टेशन अगर सपोर्ट अगर फ्री आप देते हैं यूजर्स को तो उससे बहुत अच्छा फीडबैक भी मिलता है, और लोगों को मतलब मदद मिल जाती है तो आपके पास वो ज्यादा आएंगे।
Yeah. Freebie is a way to actually make people attentive about what exactly you are selling, or also it also builds trust more. If I'm selling a 20-minute free consultation call, suppose for a coach, of course, at the end of the call, I will definitely pitch a little pitch about my services, what I offer, and what exactly I can do. Maybe they won't purchase with me at the moment, but later on they can purchase, or they can at least consider me, because in those 20 minutes I show them my own expertise. So this is the way you can use those free calls as a slow pitch to get your next client.
मैंने बहुत सारे वीडियोस में मतलब यूट्यूबर्स को देखा है, तो वो लोग जो अच्छा चैनल जिनका चल रहा होता है वो मतलब अपने खुद के कोर्सेस लॉन्च करते हैं, राइट। सो वो एक मोनेटाइजेशन कर रहे हैं, वहां से भी एड से तो चलो रेवेन्यू आ रहा है, बट वहां से भी एक पैरेलल बिल्ड कर रहे हैं। तो इससे क्या, अगर कोई आप ब्रांड अपना बिल्ड कर रहे हैं तो आपका ऑथेंटिसिटी मतलब कैसे मेंटेन करेंगे, बैलेंस करेंगे दोनों के बीच, क्योंकि जो यूजर आ रहा है वो आपका कंटेंट देख रहा है क्योंकि उसे फ्री मिल रहा है। यूजफुल तो है, ठीक है, लेकिन फ्री मिल रहा है। लेकिन जैसे ही आप उसे चार्ज कर रहे हैं तो क्या वो चीज बैलेंस कर पाते हैं लोग, या कैसे करना चाहिए उनको?
Okay, so basically, there are a lot of creators on LinkedIn also who are giving a lot for free. Now, here comes the psychology. Now, people think in this way that okay, this person is giving this much for free, then what he will actually give in the paid course. So, you have to put the right value first. Initially, if you are putting a right value, like suppose if some person is giving for LinkedIn, if you take the example of Jasmine Ali, he puts a lot of free content, which is far better than anyone's paid content, being very honest. But he also runs his own course, where he, of course, he has some charges, which is high charges. Of course, it's a high ticket course, but now people are ready to invest. But why they are ready to invest? Because the person who's giving so much for free, what exactly will he be giving in his paid course? That curiosity make people take action. That you have to build. If you are giving extremely crisp information in the free content, they would love to get your paid content as well. So the only thing you have to focus right now is building the right quality of content. Quantity doesn't matter, because the quality is what people are going to see at the end.
अ, हम लोगों ने इस पे पहले भी एक क्वेश्चन में बात किया है, थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में और मुझे जानना है कि जैसे सोशल मीडिया पे मान लीजिए कोई पर्सनल ब्रांड डेवलप कर रहा है, तो सोशल मीडिया पे फॉलोइंग उसकी कम है, तो क्या वो तभी मोनेटाइजेशन से रिलेटेड भी वो वर्क कर सकता है? लेट्स से मान लीजिए उसके 200-300 फॉलोअर्स केवल हैं, तब वो मोनेटाइजेशन पे वर्क कर सकता है, या क्या कौन सा एक लेवल होता है जहां पे उसे एक्चुअली में मोनेटाइजेशन पे वर्क करना चाहिए?
Okay. Regarding this, I can take example of mine itself. because
Okay.
I got my first client when I had just 100 followers, which is very less according to the other parameters that people have set it. So there is nothing like that. You need a minimum followers to build or to monetize your personal brand. There is no such thing. All you need is a good connections who actually trust in you, who actually ready to invest time with you. Also, focus more on building your skills because at the end, your skills are going to take you in the long run. So, this is the most important thing. Of course, if there are multiple ways to monetize it, people do like outbound, inbound leads. So, of
Hmm.
course, it will take some time that people will come to you and directly purchase from you. Initially, you have to go talk to people and tell them about what you do, and that's how you make your first few sales. Of course,
Hmm.
later on, when you have a good following and you have good number of followers, people are love to connecting with you, people come automatically purchase things from you. Initially
Hmm.
it's a little tough, but I won't say it's like it's essential to have like first 1,000 followers to get your first clients, nothing like that. Some people even get their first client when they have just 10 followers, so it doesn't matter at all.
हम्म, ये वैसे ही है कि आपको क्वांटिटी पे नहीं क्वालिटी पे वर्क करना है। आपके पास
Exactly.
भले ही कनेक्शन है, बट आपके वो जो कनेक्शन है वो ऐसे हैं जो आपको वाकई में रेवेन्यू जनरेट करके दे सकते हैं।
Yeah, right, right. That's what the focus need to be. If you have like just 100 people, and among those 100 people, even if 25 are ready to purchase from you, you are on the right track. But if you have like 1,000 people, and even in those 1,000 people, if even five are not even ready to invest in you, that won't make any sense. So it's all about connecting with the right people and giving them the right value.
अ, क्या एक कोई एक परसेंटेज होता है कि कितने परसेंट पे मतलब कन्वर्जन हो जाए? लेट्स से मान लीजिए 1000 फॉलोअर्स हैं, उसमें से लेट्स से 5%, 1000 में 5 मैं पोस्ट कर रहा हूँ डेली और 5% लोग कन्वर्ट हो जा रहे हैं। एक मेरा एक्स प्रोडक्ट है कोई भी, वो कन्वर्जन रेट क्या कोई मैटर मतलब कितना होना चाहिए? 2%, 10%, 15%, ये कोई होता है ऐसा?
Okay, there is no such conversion rate. It totally depends on what exactly your content is and what exactly you are selling. Because what matters is how frequently people are able to understand your content and engage with them. Sometimes what happens is we also post like 5 posts a week. One post brings 0 leads, but then on the other hand, maybe fifth post can bring 15 leads. So it's
हम्म,
totally depends on the content. Of course, it's not like that people will see just this particular thing and they will come to buy from you. All
हम्म,
those posts that you have been posting from the past 4 days plays an
हम्म,
important role to understand people. Okay, this person is credible. If someone is showing up daily, then only you can trust them, right? Then only they can show, that only shows their credibility. Okay, this person is countable for something, so if we buy something from them, it do matters. So
हम्म।
that conversion is totally depends on how much credible your brand looks.
Okay, good. Okay, so we have the last question. क्या आप मतलब आप इतने दिन से वर्क कर रही हैं, सो क्या आपने मतलब कुछ अपने लेसन्स बताइए, मतलब क्या आपने लर्न किया या क्या आपने फेलियर्स रहे पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग या मोनेटाइजेशन किसी से भी रिलेटेड, क्या आप यूजर्स को बताएंगे थोड़ा?
Okay, one initial, most importantly, don't just go very like, don't try to go very fast, I would say. Even I took time. I started with content writing, then into copywriting, and then into personal branding. Because my biggest thing was I need to understand what exactly I'm enjoying. Because if I'm not enjoying something, I will leave it after 6 months, or maybe after 1 year, or maybe I can do it for 3 years, and then I will quit because I'm not enjoying it. So you need to understand first what exactly your expertise is. Maybe you think like you can do this thing better, but when you will explore other options, then you can understand, okay, this thing can be a little better than what I was thinking. We always say, right, God's plan is far better than ours. So that's the right thing. You need to explore your things. You need to explore different things as well. Don't assume things. So because I also pre-assume things that I am the, like, for me content writing is the best. But when I actually step into the content writing industry, I understood that okay, content writing is not my thing. I need to enter into the copywriting. So I entered copywriting, and that's how I come so far. So that's one thing. Also, if you are someone who is trying to get into the field of freelancing, don't quit too early. Freelancing is a taste of entrepreneurship, and we all know entrepreneurship is never easy. You have to deal with so many things. You have to do everything by yourself. Initially you can build a team. Initially you have to take care of everything. Sometimes you have to be the writer, sometimes you have to be the strategist, sometimes you have to be the salesperson. I mean, it's like a multi role you have to play within a single day. So don't quit early, don't expect too early results. One more thing to go ahead in this long run, just simple, remember the simple formula: learning and earning. Of course, even if you are earning like lakhs per month, a six figure freelancer you are, it doesn't matter. If you are stop learning right at this moment, maybe after 6 months your business will just vanish from the industry itself. So even if you are making crores annually, it doesn't matter. You have to learn, you have to keep update yourself with the industry to thrive into this industry, because it's not something that today something is working but tomorrow something else will work. So you have to be updated with these things to make yourself understand about the industry facts, about the industry things, and also to make your business grow better. So yeah, these are the most important things that you need to learn actually.
Okay, that's fine. Just the last section. We'll be having one of the rapid fire. Just one word answer you need to do. Uh, uh, Business or job?
Business.
Okay. Money or family?
Family.
Okay. Health or money?
Health.
Okay. Passion or perseverance?
Both.
Both. Okay. Smart work or hard work?
Smart work, but initially start with hard work, because no smart work comes without the hard work. So yeah,
Indian food or Chinese food?
Indian food.
That's fine. Okay, so guys, that's all for today. आई होप आपको कन्वर्सेशन से बहुत सारे इंसाइट्स मिले होंगे. अगर आप अपना खुद का ब्रांड डेवलप कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो सोशल मीडिया हो, चाहे इनिशियल से ग्रोथ कर रहे हो, तो आपको बहुत सारी चीजें जानने को मिली होंगी. अगर कोई भी सेक्शन में अगर आपको पर्टिकुलरली देखना है तो मैं टाइमलाइंस भी प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा. कोई भी अगर नीड है आपको ब्रांड से रिलेटेड, सोशल मीडिया से रिलेटेड, तो आप पायल का मैं डिस्कशन में लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल ऐड कर दूंगा. आप डायरेक्टली वहां से कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, उनसे हेल्प ले सकते हैं, आप उनके साथ मिलकर वर्क कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि शायद आपको जो चीजें नहीं पता है वो पहले से वर्क कर रही हैं, तो आपको बढ़िया इंसाइट्स दे सकती हैं और आप ज्यादा अच्छे से ग्रो कर सकते हैं. एंड सो इसी तरीके से आप हम लोग को चैनल को सपोर्ट भी करिए सभी लोग, और सब्सक्राइब करिए. थैंक यू सो मच.